as we said earlier, Uhuru Kenyatta departed the country to the Hague in style and the fashion of a rock star, from the dress code to the reception. And he might have shelved the title president, but was still accorded respect with security clearance at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, allowing his delegation a free pass, and a battery of executive legislature, and even the Kenya Airways outgoing chairman Titus Naikuni were there on hand to see him off. The president, and this as the acting president William Ruto assumed his 48 hours presidential responsibilities at Harambee House.
The president left the country in a remarkable journey, bearing the hallmarks of an elite civilian rather than a president. Uhuru drove in a convoy of 5 personal vehicles, accompanied by 3 of his bodyguards, his wife Margaret Kenyatta and daughter Angina Kenyatta, to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Donned in jeans, a polo shirt, loafer shoes and a blazer, the country's president had undergone a full transformation. But nonetheless, Uhuru and his delegation will go through security checks, express without screening. They will sit at the Kenya Airways Business First Class VIP Lounge and not the State's VIP Lounge. Notable figures including the outgoing Kenya Airways chairman Titus Naikuni and Raphael Tuju kept Uhuru company before his departure. Cabinet secretaries, members of parliament and senators saw off the president as he jetted to the Hague. Back home, acting President William Ruto's 48 hours of power began in earnest Tuesday, and it was as presidential as it can get. The presidential convoy carrying Ruto pulled over at Harambee House with a battery of security detail in tow to protect the country's new acting chief executive. The blue presidential standard towered in Ruto's office as he adjusted to fit into his new role. Ruto was taking charge and the grip of the nation firmly within his grasp. The acting president spent the better part of his morning at Harambee House, holding meetings in the absence of Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto first met with the head of civil service Joseph Kinyua for a routine briefing before meeting a delegation of the United Nations Office for Project Services led by its executive director Grete Faremo. The delegation pledged to continue supporting government's Vision 2030 program through the United Nations Development Assistance Fund. In a separate meeting, acting president also had a brief meeting with Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communication and Technology Fred Matiang'i and the Konza City Board. Ruto holds brief on the presidency following an executive order by Uhuru Kenyatta invoking Article 147(3) of the Constitution, allowing him to cede power and appoint the deputy president as acting president. Samogina, KTN.